So, this episode's going to be a little different as, it's going to be part, back end for the previous episode, and, its own thing. So, what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll record the back end part first, and then record the new content for this episode just to know how long this first part's going to need to be. I might even like splice in a mix of live and post commentary. Like, I don't know. Depending on how it all goes, this might be a new direction I take for the back ends, sort of thing, just to make them a little bit different. But before we do any of that, we have 5 amiibos to scan, just real quick. Also, I'm kind of thinking that I might spice up this segment in some way. Not entirely sure, but I guess I just need to shut the fuck up and just scan some amiibos. Okay, that could be useful, as that's what we will be using for the back end, or hopefully. Samus. Okay, nice, some leather. Couldn't even make a leather jacket out of that. My main man Mario. Oh yeah, you're right, I guess we are going to be getting some of these now. Kinda feels weird. Luigi. Okay, nice. And finally, since it's what I've had on my mind for a long ass time now, game. Right, it's that one. It's fucking weird buttons. Last but not least, Inkling Girl. Nice. Anyway, not entirely sure what part's going where, but recording-wise, I'm going to be doing the episode we covered last episode now, essentially. So, see you when that is done. So, this one was a little difficult. I'll just say this right now, I had to split up the 2 different runs. I had to split it up into two different runs. This first one, I'm aiming for the second Skulltula, the bread and butter, and the second run is going for the A rank, so I'll try and keep this brief, only mentioning the things that are good for this run. For this run specifically, you do kind of have to be on top of everything, and it's kind of a little bit difficult, as if you do too well at holding off the enemies, your allies will just get ahead of themselves and make getting the kills you need a little harder. But if you don't do a good job of that, you'll get stuck at the allied base, and while you could farm the kills that way, chances are you won't have enough time to sneak out and go get the Skulltula. If it appears. Something I did in this run, which I'm thinking that I'll definitely what it really suggests is sneaking into Rizro's base and getting a few kills there, and even doing some chip damage on him, as at the time I was totally intending to get both the A rank and the second Skulltula, but I was over by 2 minutes, so yeah, this one takes a while. Something definitely for next run is you need to be on top of Zant and Girahim, and even the heals for both of them, as if you let them go unchecked, you're going to be stuck at the LA base for a while just cleaning up, and it's not fun. And I guess I did already go pay a visit to Rizro once, but I'll mention a reason why that's not such a good idea. I was actually really close to losing the Skulltula due to the damage. I mean, it's a good way to get KOs, but it's not a really good way to keep your health in check. And in fact, at the time I'm actually going into the base again to get the kills I need. Yeah, Magic was I'm kind of learning now that Magic and the Focus Spirit are just two things you need, especially in this one. In fact, I think even earlier I went and farmed for some Magic, so I'm not sure how I'll handle it, but I don't know, maybe I might consider starting to use potions on the things that just take a while. Also, just interluding this by showing the Skulltula. And second run. Yeah, this was much more stressful, as you kinda need to balance morale a whole lot better than what you kind of need to do for just getting the second Skulltula. Also, not to mention, just delay the mission. Just delay it out as much as you can, really, as well. Things start ramping up once you finish the first mission, so it's like, oh, I can just wait a little bit here, and in fact, I'm just going off and doing my own thing, because I'm not sure how easy it was to notice, but this was my second attempt at getting strictly going for the A rank, and something that has definitely burnt into my mind is don't forget about Girahim. He was the reason why I failed that first attempt. Yeah, he and Zant, I guess, are really important. Also, I'm not sure if it's mentioned at all, but I want to say that if one of the keeps that you need to keep gets taken over, but there's no Girahim or Zant, I think that is what causes the morale on your side to go down. So that was an interesting thing to learn. This mission was not fun to do. Although, that being said, I have now learnt how to effectively use the baton. I want to say that RNG is not really a part. You can just totally avoid the RNG side of the baton entirely. Also, I want to say that it's also another weapon that to fight warriors effectively, just spam C3. Like, that's it, really. Like, that's the best way to fight warriors. Also a little bit of the C1, from what I noticed. But yeah, I have the KOs I need at this point, but I could probably just go sneak into Rizro's base, and quickly take him on. But I'm thinking that I will just let you watch the spaghettiing of the final few seconds of this attempt, because I didn't learn how much damage I could take, but if it was a 4000, it got really close to me failing it through that, so yeah. So, as I mentioned beforehand, not entirely sure, how this episode's going to go, but, well, that took me 50 minutes to do. Since I had to, take 2 different runs as, time was a major issue, and, yeah, I'm just kinda hoping there's, like, no downsides to this mission. Because after that level, I could definitely take a break. But yeah, I'm thinking that because of the need to basically do like 2 different backends for last episode, I'm thinking that I'll only do 2 new levels in this episode, hopefully. And that hopefully should get us near to where we want to go. I'm thinking like one of these, I guess. I suppose. Anyway, I kinda get the feeling I might, you know, do some misinputs as well. At the date of recording this, it has been November 20th for about 5 hours now, and I have played a little bit of Age of Calamity, and I kind of get the feeling it was a mistake to play like a little bit of it, as I thought that just by using different controllers it would be no different. There wouldn't be much of an issue there, since, you know, the button layout is slightly different for Age of Calamity, but yeah, no, I'm kind of in Hyrule Age of Calamity mode at the moment, which I really should not be. Not to mention there's a slight difference from, I guess there's a slight tweak they added in, Age of Calamity that I'm already somewhat missing. It's to do with the instant fast movement thing, or instant print, I guess you could say. In this game, you have to dodge, hold down the A button for like a second, and then you start sprinting. Age of Calamity. Yeah, you can just like press the dodge button once and you just go. Speaking of which, it not saying I might like delay this or the end of the remaining half of this chapter. But don't be surprised if there's like any confusion later on down the line past this episode, as yeah, I might be playing Age of Calamity a little bit. Although that being said, I am somewhat spread out game-wise as well, I recently finished Pikmin 3 Deluxe, or played what I wanted to play out of it, and because that was, I want to say the 18th? No, 17th. I was like, well, I kind of get the feeling that I will be playing Age of Calamity. Like, I want to save Age of Calamity as, the game that I will be playing in my free time. But, I was in the mood to play Pikmin, so I played Pikmin 1. And, oh boy, that was fun. As, let me tell you, coming from Pikmin 3 to Pikmin 1 is a jump backwards. Not to mention it was a rusty jump backwards, as, I want to say I haven't touched Pikmin 1 in like 10 months, so there were a few... Okay, I need to save that. Yes, although I could just do this. This could just be convenience. Because there is a hot container for Sia here. Or somewhere in here, but I'm not... Yeah, I was gonna say, I doubt it's going to be in that one. So I played that in a... Okay, nice. Although I guess that makes us go fast, so that's a bonus. Yeah, I played that in like 2 sessions. Probably shouldn't have, but you know, whatever. Yeah. And then today I started, like, I finally got around to playing Catherine Full Body. And so I'm thinking that before I even attempt to like get heavy with Age of Calamity, I'm thinking that I would just like do a run or 2 of that, because it kind of goes to show how much I haven't paid attention to Catherine. There's 13 different endings. So, kind of get the feeling that I'll be playing that a lot over the next time, I guess. Well, because the game I'm planning on covering next is, or happens to be on the Switch, kind of get the feeling that a lot of my, recording sessions will be like, hey, I played Age of Calamity. Like, start off with, hey, I played Age of Calamity just then. Let's get into the swing of things here. Sort of thing. So I guess, there is also the whole Splatoon thing. Although that being said, I'm also considering replaying Pikmin 1 already, as I really want to knuckle down on some of the tricks you can do to speed that up, so, you know. Also, another thing on the side, I've recently decided to return to, editing my Pokemon Sword Badge Quest video, and so that will also be a thing that I'm working on. But I really don't want to promise anything, because at the way I'm going, I'm definitely going to be I've definitely overstuffed my plate already. And I just want to, slowly work through that. I'm not sure. Maybe once I finish the badge quest video, maybe, I don't know, for, half an hour or, an hour a day at the very least. I'll try to. I start recording the 4th, or the 3rd, as well. Didn't really want to get too far ahead of myself on that one, so I was like, yeah, I'll just take it slow. I just won't play it, I suppose. Kinda get the feeling that it's going to be in the Mine Keep. Also, I would like to mention that as I was actually editing episode 63 and then 65, I did pick up on something that makes the Turncoat Captain missions a little bit easier. Somewhat. I'm not sure when I can mention that, but I don't know. Maybe next episode I'll mention something about it. Or whenever I need a topic to talk about, I guess. But yeah, Also, I have no idea why, but I was scrolling through Netflix the other day and I noticed that they had the first Back to the Future movies, or the first 2 Back to the Future movies, and I was like, I'm in the mood to watch Back to the Future, and oh boy, it might be an overrated movie, I'm not entirely sure what the consensus is, but it is certainly a classic with a lot of details in the first half of the movie. I didn't really notice it before, but if you pay close attention to the first half of the movie, you already know how the second half is gonna go, and that attention to detail. It's not to say I miss that, because I haven't really seen a lot of movies this year, but, you know, I kinda realized that I like that sort of thing. It's a movie that rewards people for paying attention to it. Who would have fucking thought? And then, because I was just in the mood apparently, I just continued by watching the second half, the second part, and it's what? So, not to say, like, a part of a reason why my sleep schedule has been whack as of late, which I'll get into later, is also partially because of, the fact I stayed up until like 6 AM watching most of the Back to the Future movies. And, I'm not sure what the deal is with the third one, with the fact that it's not on Netflix. But it's not on Netflix. And so, instead of just looking around online for something, I just brought the entire trilogy on iTunes. In fact, kind of got into a habit of, just buying movies that I wanted to watch on iTunes. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if that's a good idea or not, but, you know, whatever. They're there if I want to have them. But like... kind of, like, transitioned more towards digital this year, more so than physical. Like, I am definitely 100% still a physical type of guy, but like... digital has its conveniences. Like, I think an example of this, is... I think I already own 2 copies of, Spider-Man Far From Home. Because I got one physical, like, a while ago. And then... I was in the mood to watch it again. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like, instead of just, like, hooking up a DVD player, because, like, my desk space here is fucking abysmal, I was like, yeah, I'll just get on iTunes again. Fuck it. Yeah, let's go to that one. So, this one could be another short one, I'm thinking. Or... wait, I should really not get too far ahead of myself. As well... wait. Oh... This definitely puts a spanner in my plan. Okay. Huh. So I'm fairly sure that in the 3DS version, they never really did this to you. Which, of course, goes to show my surprise, because, wait. Do I have to go the long way around? Or do I just have to use my force attacks to deal with them? Yeah, the safe way to do this is just to use items. And just don't mind me, I'm just gonna reset. Okay, yeah, it definitely looks like I need to go around the long way. Huh. So now I'm just wondering if force attacks will be able to rid of the, or get rid of the Decky Barbers. Because, like, ever since I learnt that items make these types of missions easy, I've kind of fallen back onto them. So much to say that I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing at the moment. Okay. Does this work? That is a really thin path, holy shit. Ah. So, huh. Now would be a good time to know Sea's kit off by heart. Because, if she had any projectile attacks, like, I don't know, Volga's C3, that would make... Wait. Okay. Yeah, you don't take aim. There wasn't a time limit to this, right? Right? I can take my time? As far as I know? Right? Oh... I've said it like a million times by now, but like, if I get quiet, don't I'm just trying to focus. Now would be a really good time to know if, Sia can dodge out of her attacks. Or dodge cancel. Okay, did that hit all of them? Okay, that was definitely a twist on the formula that I wasn't really expecting, but I think I like it. Like that. Oh boy, huh, fuck. Okay. Oh boy, So I'm thinking that I'll end off this episode by seeing what, is in store for next episode. Because, we were timed on that, huh? Oh! Okay. Wasn't really expecting to make it this far. Game? We might need to talk.